Hey everyone, welcome back to the Chill English Podcast. I'm Peter, and as always, I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Mary.
Hi everyone. It's great to be here again. Peter, have you ever felt like you let yourself down?
Oh, absolutely, Mary. I think everyone has experienced that feeling at some point.
That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Self-disappointment. It's one of those emotions that can feel really heavy, but the good news is that we're not alone in experiencing it.
Right. And more importantly, there are ways to work through it and come out stronger on the other side.
So if you've ever struggled with self-doubt or felt like you weren't living up to your expectations, stick around. We're going to dive into why we feel this way and how to move forward with confidence and self-compassion.
Let's get started. Disappointment in ourselves usually comes from unmet expectations. Maybe you had a goal and didn't achieve it, or perhaps you made a mistake that you just can't seem to forgive yourself for.
It could also stem from comparing ourselves to others. We live in a world where social media makes it look like everyone else is achieving great things while we're just stuck.
And that's not reality. What we don't see are the struggles, failures, and challenges behind those perfect images.
Another reason for self-disappointment is setting unrealistic expectations. We often expect ourselves to be perfect, to never fail, never struggle, but that's impossible.
And when we fall short, we're quick to criticize ourselves instead of recognizing that setbacks are part of the journey.
Exactly. And sometimes we don't even realize that we are being our harshest critics. Many of us grow up in environments that place a huge emphasis on success. Whether it's school, work, or personal achievements, we're taught that failure is something to fear rather than a part of learning.
That's a big one. And because of that mindset, we develop the habit of measuring our worth by our accomplishments. If we don't achieve what we set out to do, we start questioning our value.
And let's not forget the impact of childhood experiences. If you were raised in a household where mistakes were punished harshly, you might have internalized the idea that failure is unacceptable.
Exactly. But the truth is, mistakes and setbacks are a normal, even necessary, part of life. Without failure, we wouldn't learn resilience.
It's not just about upbringing, though. Society also plays a role in shaping our views on success and failure. Social media, for example, bombards us with highlight reels, making it seem like everyone is thriving while we are stuck in our own struggles.
Absolutely. It creates this illusion that others are achieving more, being more productive, and living their best lives, while we are falling behind.
That's why it's so important to question these narratives and remind ourselves that nobody's journey is perfect. Struggles are a natural part of growth.
So what can we do about it? How do we stop letting disappointment control us? Let's shift our perspective for a moment. What if disappointment isn't actually a bad thing? What if it's a sign that we care, that we have high aspirations?
That's a great point. Disappointment can be a signal that we want better for ourselves. And that's not a bad thing. It's actually a sign of growth.
Instead of seeing it as failure, we can see it as a learning opportunity. What went wrong? What can we improve? How can we approach things differently next time?
When we start viewing disappointment as feedback rather than failure, it changes everything. It helps us grow rather than stay stuck in self-doubt.
It also teaches resilience. Learning to deal with setbacks in a healthy way makes us stronger and better prepared for future challenges.
And let's not forget that overcoming disappointment makes success even more rewarding. It's the challenges we face that shape our character and make our achievements meaningful. Now that we've reframed disappointment as a learning opportunity, let's talk about practical steps to move forward.
First, acknowledge your feelings. Don't push them away. It's okay to feel disappointed. Accept that feeling, but don't let it define you.
Second, identify the root cause. Are you disappointed because you didn't meet a realistic goal? Or are you being too hard on yourself? Understanding where your feelings come from is key.
Next, practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself the way you'd talk to a good friend. Would you call your friend a failure? No, you'd encourage them. Do the same for yourself.
Another helpful step is breaking big goals into smaller steps. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, Take small, manageable actions toward your goals. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress.
Also, surround yourself with supportive people. It's easy to spiral into negativity when we're alone with our thoughts. Having a strong support system makes a huge difference.
And don't forget to celebrate small victories. Every step forward, no matter how tiny, deserves recognition.
Another key step is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and reflecting on them can provide clarity and help you track your progress over time.
That's a great idea. Journaling also helps us reframe negative thoughts and recognize patterns in our thinking that might be holding us back.
One of the best ways to overcome self-disappointment is to build resilience. The more resilient we are, the better we handle setbacks.
And resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop over time. Starts with shifting your mindset.
Instead of thinking, "I failed," try thinking, "I'm learning." Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," say, "I'm growing."
Another great technique is visualization. Picture yourself handling disappointments with strength and grace. See yourself bouncing back and achieving your goals.
Also, practice gratitude. When we focus on what's going right instead of what's going wrong, our perspective changes.
And let's not forget self-care. Sleep, exercise, and healthy eating all play a role in how we feel about ourselves.
The way we talk to ourselves matters too. Positive affirmations like, "I am capable" and "I am resilient" can help shift our mindset.
Absolutely. And taking action, no matter how small, is a great way to regain confidence. Even a tiny step forward is progress.
If you're struggling with disappointment right now, remember, it's temporary. It doesn't define you.
You are more than your mistakes. You are a work in progress just like everyone else.
Keep going, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself.
Thanks for tuning in to the Chill English podcast. If you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend who might need to hear it.
And remember, you're not alone. We're all on this journey together.
Until next time, take care and stay kind to yourself.